Hello everyone, this is the third video of Chapter 8, Multiplying Polynomials. In this video, you will multiply binomials by using the FOIL method or we'll be reviewing and use distributive property. In order to multiply two binomials, you will apply the distributive property twice. What they call FOIL method will be illustrated in example 2. Here's the first example. You are looking at a binomial multiplied by another binomial. This expression was a result of them combining the same like terms. For example, this expression was originally written as y times y minus 4 plus 8 times y minus 4. As you see, because they have both y minus 4, they decided to combine those terms with y plus 8 and saying that both terms are multiplying with y minus 4. If I want to distribute, so start with the y, the first one. Y times y will be y squared. Y times negative 4, I will get negative 4y. The only difference from the last lesson is that you will need to distribute one more time. 8 times y will become positive 8y. 8 times negative 4 will be negative 32. Now you're going to combine the like terms. So y squared is just y squared. Negative 4y plus 8y becomes 4y, and then negative 32. Let's do one more example. Again, you are going to multiply a binomial with another binomial. In this case, you're just going to distribute twice, where the first one is 2x times x. I get 2x squared. 2x times 6, 12x. The second distribution will look like 1 times x, I'll get positive x. 1 times 6, I'll get 6. Now you're going to combine the like terms. So 2x squared, and now you will get 13x plus 6 will be my answer. Now let's look into what I mean by FOIL method. Here's an example number 2. Find x minus 2 times x plus 5 using the FOIL method. The word FOIL came from taking the first letter of 4 words. The 4 letters are first, outer, inner, and the last. They are taking the first letter F, O, I, L to make it FOIL. Now, if you're looking at it, so the first one, I'm going to multiply the first terms. X times x will be my first. The outer will be x times positive 5. So in here, I will get x times x plus x times 5. Now you're going to do the inner part. So inner part will be negative 2 times x, the terms that's inside of it. Now you're going to do the last term that you haven't done. Negative 2 times 5 will be your last one. Now at the end, you will be simplifying this. So x times x, x squared, x times 5, 5x. Negative 2 times x, you will get negative 2x, and then the last one will be negative 10. If you combine the like terms, you will get x squared plus 3x minus 10. And now that's how you finish the problem. So this is basically the same thing as when you're distributing. However, this only works when you are multiplying binomial with another binomial. That's why I'm not a big fan of just learning the FOIL method, because eventually you have to distribute multiple times. Let's look into the several examples in here. Part A, z minus 6 times z minus 12. So let's just distribute z first. I will get z times z is z squared. Z times negative 12 will be negative 12z. Now, negative 6 times z will be negative 6z. The last one, negative 6 times negative 12. Negative times negative will become positive. 6 times 12, I will get 72. You just need to combine the like terms at the end. So z squared will be just z squared. Negative 12z can be combined with negative 6z. So I get negative 18z plus 72. And this is the product of the polynomial. Here's a part B. Find 3x plus 5 times 2x minus 6. One more time, we're going to distribute 3x times 2x, I guess 6x squared. 3x times negative 6, we'll get negative 18x. Now you just have to distribute one more time. So 5 times 2x, you will get 10x. 5 times negative 6, we'll get negative 30. Combining the like terms, you will get 6x squared. Negative 18x plus 10x becomes negative 8x. And then you just have the negative 30. That's the product of another polynomial. Here's real-world example 3. A patio in the shape of the triangle shown is being built in La Vallee's backyard. The dimensions given are in feet. The area A of the triangle is 1/2 the height h times the base b. Write an expression for the area of the patio. So they're actually giving you how to find the area. Let me write down A. Area can be found by taking 1/2 of the height times base b. Now we are going to plug in the information. So the A is what we are looking for, is equal to 1/2 times the h is the height of the triangle. So my height will be x minus 7, the whole thing, x minus 7, times b, the base will be the 6x plus 4. Now let's distribute the terms. I will keep the 1/2 by itself. X times 6x will become 6x squared. X times positive 4 will be plus 4x. The second one, negative 7 times 6x will be negative 42x. Negative 7 times 4, I will get negative 28. Looks like 4x minus 42x could be combined and result of negative 38x. I don't see any other terms that could be combined, so let me move on to the next step. My next step, and it will be actually the last step, A is equal to, you will take half of each term. So half of 6x squared now will be 3x squared. Half of negative 38x will be negative 16x. And half of negative 28 will be negative 14. That's the area of this patio. Another real-world example, the area of a rectangle is measured of the base times the height. Write an expression for the area of the rectangle. So in order to find the area of a rectangle, as they are saying, you're going to multiply the base times height. In here, I get 4x plus 1 times 3x plus 2. When you're distributing, 4x times 3x becomes 12x squared. 4x times 2, I'll get 8x. 1 times 3x is 3x, and then the last one will become 2. If you're combining the like terms, 12x squared plus 8x plus 3x becomes 11x, and then you just have 2. And now that is going to be the answer of this problem. For the next 2 slides, we'll be explaining why I'm not a big fan of FOIL method, because it has limitation. If you are dealing with more than binomial for your polynomials, you will still use a distributive property that results multiplying more than twice. Example number 4, in this case, you're multiplying binomial with a trinomial. So this one doesn't work with the FOIL method because you have more than 4 terms. In this case, just stick with the distributive property. So 3a times a squared times negative 12a times 1. And then later, I will distribute 4 to each terms just one more time. 3a times a squared will be 3a cubed. 3a times negative 12a, negative 36a squared. And then the last one will be 3a. Now you're going to distribute one more time with the 4. So 4 times a squared, 4a squared, 4 times negative 12a. Now I will get negative 48a, and then the last one, 4 times 1, just positive 4. If you're combining all these like terms, then I will get, well, 3a cubed will be just 3a cubed. Now these two becomes negative 32a squared. 3a minus 48a will become negative 45a, and then the last one will be just 4. Since there is no terms to be combined, then this will be my final answer. The last example of this lesson, just one more time. Now you're dealing with trinomial multiplied by another trinomial. This will be a little bit long, so stay with me. Start with 2b squared. I always draw the arc so that way I know that which terms I have multiplied already, so later I won't get confused. 2b squared times b squared. So 2b to the, now you had a square times another square, result of 4th power. 2b squared times 3b plus 6b cubed, and then 2b squared times negative 1 will be negative 2b squared. Now you're going to do with 7b. So 7b times b squared, the second term. 7b times 3b will be 21b squared. And then the last one will become negative 7b. Just one more. 9 times b squared, 9 times 3b, And then 9 times -1 will be -9. Now you're going to combine the like terms. In this case, when you have multiple of monomials, I've seen a lot of students forget a term or two. So I'm going to cross out which terms I have already calculated. In this case, 2b fourth power doesn't have any other like terms. 6b cubed could be combined with 7b cubed, so I will get 13b cubed. Negative b squared can be combined with positive 21b squared and 9b squared. So negative 2 plus 21 will become 19. 19 plus 9 will become 28. 28b squared. Now you see negative 7b with 27b, so it becomes just 20b. And then the last one is negative 9, and there's nothing I forgot. And here is the answer of the problem. This is the end of the lesson. Thanks for learning with me. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to leave a comment.